So, you've stumbled upon this video because you may be interested in buying and selling land in Florida for fat profits. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the most recent deal that I just purchased, how it came about, what my exit strategy is going to be, and then at the end of this video, I'm going to kind of lay out a recap how you could go ahead and take action on this and start sending out offers to take down properties at a deep discount that you can flip as well. But just know at any time, you could check the description directly below this video for other resources you could use to go ahead and help you expand upon your land investment business, whether that's jumping on coaching calls with me or just some of the resources that I use for passive income as well. But let's dive into this here. So the most recent deal I just purchased, we closed on it last week, was a third of an acre in Washington County, Florida, and all in title fees and everything, I was in roughly $1,100 for this property. Now, these are on the MLS for anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000 right now. So here is how this deal came about. About 4 or 5 months ago, I sent a bunch of mailers out to this particular county. We purchased some properties, flipped them, and everything is going on cash flow notes right now. We sold them on seller financing. Now, about a month ago, someone had reached out to me and said, "Hey, I received an offer from you a few months back. Is this offer still valid?" I said, "Send me a copy of it. I'll go ahead and review it. And if it's something that fits our portfolio, we'll absolutely purchase it still." Now, if I send out an offer, no matter what, even if it's expired, I'm pretty much in and I'm ready to buy it anyway. But you still got to double check. So our offer agreement had expired. I sent her a direct offer for $500 to purchase her property. She sent it over to me. I'm thinking if she's coming out of the woodwork now, there's probably a gang of taxes on it. It's going to get foreclosed on, this, that, and the other. But no, everything was current. It was cool. She just wanted $500 in her pocket, no longer wanted the property. So I'm like, everything looks great. Here's what we're going to do. Sign the contract. Go ahead and cross off the existing date on that, right in the date of December 21st on this. So we now have a solid date for closing. It's no longer expired. Initial that, send it to me. I'll forward it to the title company and we'll make this thing happen. So everything I just said there went down. She sent it to me. I forwarded it to the title company. They did all their paperwork. Everything's good. Now, closed on the property and I had put it out to my subscriber base for $75 down, $75 a month for 60 months, giving me a note of, off the top of my head, roughly $4,500. It has not sold yet. I just put it out the other day. And that's kind of rare for me, but right now with the holidays and all, people may be lagging a little bit, just not interested in properties at the moment. Right after the first, I'm sure it will go. But if it doesn't, I'm actually going to test this by giving it to an agent in the area and see if they could just flip it for $4,500 cash after they take their fees, title fees. I'll get a couple $1,000s out of the deal and I can move on to my next property. The reason I'm going to use an agent for this, though, is if they can give me a faster conversion than I can get on seller financing, I'm going to blast the market with thousands upon thousands of direct offers again and do a split between doing seller finance deals to my existing subscriber base and giving some to agents to bring in lump sums of cash and keep this money game flowing here. Now that I've mapped all this out for you here, you may say, "Hey, I want to get into the land investing game. I need to know how to do this start to finish." I'm going to freestyle a quick start for you so you can go ahead and take action on this. And like I said, if you really want to get into this, but you're stuck on a few things, set up that coaching call with me. Links are down below, or you just stop by landflippingmichael.com to set that up. But let's get back to the strategy at hand. Now, Florida specifically, here's how I would do this. Pick a county, any county you want in Florida, and start recognizing the numbers. Just look for quarter-acre lots. In this particular county, what are they all being listed for? Know that number. Let's say for the sake of this video, everything's being listed for $10,000. You want to pick these up for $3,000 then to have some meat in the middle there after closing costs, title fees, possible back taxes. There's got to be some wiggle room in there. So I would say if everything's being listed for $10,000, it's probably selling for $9,000 to $10,000. We want to put offers out at $2,500 to $3,000 for these quarter-acre lots. Now that I've assessed the value, I want to go ahead and reach out to a company like offerstowners.com. Not affiliated with them, but that's who I use. I will reach out to them and say I want to do a direct service mail merge on 1,000 offers to people that own property in, let's say, Lee County, Florida, that live out of state. We want to eliminate all LLCs. We want to target quarter-acre lots, and we're going to offer everybody $2,500 across the board. Let's send 1,000 of those out and see what happens. They'll go ahead and prepare the offer agreement, the whole deal. They'll send it over to me to review. I give them the thumbs up if it's good. They blast out 1,000 offers, and then 2 to 3 weeks later, you typically will get 2 to 3 accepted offers right off the bat. and a whole lot of FU replies, because a lot of people get angry when you hit them with a lowball offer. And then on a side note, 90 days, like this particular deal I did right now, down the road, people will reach back out and say, you know what, I will sell for that. How about we do this deal? So anyway, the 3 people that came back right away said, yeah, I'll absolutely sell for 500. You go ahead and take the information. They send you the signed purchase agreement. You review it just to make sure it's not in title foreclosure or anything like that, or not title foreclosure, tax foreclosure. Make sure it's all good. If that looks good, go ahead and forward everything to the title company. Go ahead and wrap this deal up for me. You send your money into the title company. They pay off the seller. They deed the property over to you. They take their cut. Everything's good. Now you have a property ready to rock. If you want to do seller financing type deals, the best thing to do is create a beautiful template for this and list it on land websites. Websites where people list land for sale. So this is like Land Flip, Land and Farm, Lot Flip, Land Watch, all these different websites out there. Just do a Google search, see which ones pop up. Go ahead and buy advertising space on these. Create your beautiful listing, list it on there, sell it on seller financing terms. If you're into it for $2,500, after fees you're in it for $3,000. You can sell it for $100 down, $100 a month for 100 months. Get your $10,000 note right there, if I did my math right. Then once you have that, you got cash flow, everything's great. But you may be saying, hey, I could use some fast cash. I want to sell this for $7,500 real quick. Consider giving it to an agent in the area. They'll list it for $8,500, $7,500, somewhere in there. Take an offer, get that fast win, flip it, then buy more mailers and keep sending more offers out there to keep this machine running. So that was a quick crash course. I'm sure I missed tons of stuff in the middle of this and you got a gazillion questions. If you have questions about this, go ahead and drop those down below or text them to me at 440-567-6040. I'd be happy to create the content answering your questions for you. And like I said, check out all the goodies in the description down below. As always, I truly appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.